Well, good evening. Welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV. Yes, we are live down here in Portsmouth at the Ibis Hotel. So if you are down in Portsmouth and you want to nip in and say hi, please do. It's on Winston Churchill Avenue. And we've got some great guests here this evening. As you can see, got a few people sitting around us, and we're going to talk a little bit about tonight. Players that played for both clubs. Also, we're going to be talking about was Lampard the right choice for this job that we now has for this mighty Sky Blues. Where do you think we're going to end up this season in the league so far with what you've seen from Frank, and where do you think Portsmouth are going to end up as well? Now, we do have, to my right, we have Ken Stewart.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening all.
Will, my lad, is sitting here. We've got Andy, who's sitting
Good evening.
Good evening, Andy, who's down here. We've got Dibsy with a hat on. We've got Gibbo, we've got Graham, and then we've got Marie. Now, long story, right? Graham is from Coventry, but he's got a Welsh accent, which you will notice later on, honest, you really will. And Andy lives down here, so we'll get the lowdown on that very soon. But first of all, we've got to give Andy a prize, Ken.
Yes, we have.
Oh,
Andy, your prize from last night's show, Spot the Ball, you won.
They are Dave Bennett's book.
Spot on, thank you very much.
There you go. So happy days.
I'm off now. I'm going to go and read this.
Enjoy it. You'll be able to read it.
What were you up to last night then?
He was on the show. He won that.
So we did Spot the Ball last night, Marie. So you haven't seen the show. So what we do sometimes, we have Spot the Ball, we get a picture up, and they're going to guess where the ball is. And then at the end of the show, we give them the answer. And whoever's giving the right answer, we put them in a hat, draw the number out, and they win a prize. So there you go. And Sunday night, if you watch, before you head off to, where are you going? Forteventura. Forteventura, you can guess the gate for Boxing Day. So there you go. Right then. So let's get on with the show. We're going to come to you first, Andy, because tell us how you've ended up in Portsmouth, of all places, being from Cop.
I came down here 34 years ago for 2 weeks' work and stayed here. Basically, that was it. I just like the people.
Why though? Why Portsmouth? How did you end up working down
here? My old man was working down here and he needed somebody to help him out for a couple of weeks, and I said yes. Got off the train at the Hard, had a pint in the Ship Hanson, looking out the Warrior, all the sea, and I thought, that'll do me, and stayed here. Basically, that was it.
Brilliant. And is it that good?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Short jaw ride. Well, I'm a little bit north. I'm about 8 miles north from Portsmouth. Yeah. So I'm only a short jaw ride away from the sea.
About the same as Leamington to Coventry.
Yeah, about the same kind of thing. Yeah, about the same kind of distance. Yeah.
You are in Portsmouth.
Yeah, Portsmouth postcode.
Have you got a boat?
It depends how high the tide goes.
Brilliant. Now, how did you first start supporting the Sky Blues?
Oh my first ever game was Dick Marbrooke's testimonial, and I'm sure that was 68, 69-ish. No doubt Claudia will correct me on that one. But as soon as I went there, the first game was young kid, loved it. The old man said, that's it, we're going every game, and that was it. Every game I could after that. Yeah. So it was about 14 or 15, and me and my mate used to go on our own.
Yeah. Now, you telling me at the bar about the story about the old man said you had to go in the Cop.
Oh, yeah. He said to me, if you go to the game on your own, make sure you go in the Cop, not in the West End. Yeah. I said, yeah, of course I will. Me and my mate got away with it for a couple of weeks, and then his mate clocked us in there and said, you've been going in the West End, haven't you? I said, yeah, sorry. He said, that's all right, just don't tell your mum.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I bet you've been dying for this game this weekend then. Home game for you, really.
Well, yeah. It's like everybody saying, you were saying about how long it took you to get down here. It took me about 20 minutes to get here.
Straight to the bar, happy days.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly that.
Brilliant. Now, listen, let's crack on with the show then. Let's talk about Frank Lampard. We'll come to you first, Will, if you don't mind. Frank Lampard, is he the right man for this job?
Yes. Yeah. When we heard about him, there was a lot of controversy online, and probably within this group here. Some people didn't want him because of his history with his previous jobs. And I looked at it and I saw it as he needs to look at it as an opportunity to repair his career. Because he's had a few sticky spells, one at Chelsea and one at Everton. And I just thought this is an opportunity to climb up the ladder again. And, if he does take us to the Premier, if he doesn't, that's up to him. But I think he'll do a good job. And I think he's promising.
And what do you make to what you've seen so far?
I actually enjoy it more. I loved Mark Robins, but I was getting bored of the football. It was the same thing every week. You predict it, and the same lineup, the same everything. Everything was the same. And I feel like if you're the opposition, you go, oh yeah, we're playing. We're playing Cov. This is what they're going to do. This is how, and that's probably why we're struggling this season, because we do the same thing every season. Lampard, we're a lot more. We seem really good going forward. We're quick. We've got Mason Clark. I love him. He's brilliant. I've just seen someone put his chant there.
Oh, Jack is meant to be here. Jack's meant to be here. He's stuck in traffic.
Hurry up, Will.
Yeah, hurry up. We're meant to be going out, man. Come on.
Tyler's
Jack the hat.
I love Mason Clark. I loved him when we signed him, and even though he didn't start, I don't think.
Yeah.
But when he made his cameos, it's like, this guy's brilliant, but he hasn't got a goal yet, and he finally got a goal. I loved it, but I missed it.
Yeah. Oh yes, you did miss his first goal, didn't you? Yes.
Yes. But the young players, they're gonna be really good under Lampard, and I'm excited to see what he'll do with them. Because Mason Clark's already my favourite player.
Yeah.
So
and he got team of the week this week in FC 25.
He did, yeah. It's a shame the game's can't though.
Let's come to you, Andy. I mean, what Will's just said about Lampard, was he your first choice?
No.
No?
I've got to be honest, he wasn't my first choice. But I think it was too much Robbins in my eyes. I love Mark Robbins, but the way he's going, if he keeps it as it is, I'll be more than happy. But I still think we're only going to be a stepping stone for him. I think if the chance comes, he'll move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Wrong or right, I mean, that's the way I say it.
And have you noticed any difference in the way that we've been playing? Because he really has only had, coming up to this week, he's only had 2 full weeks with the players, because we've had 3 games in a week. He hasn't had time to spend time in the training field with them. But, do you see anything different so far?
Yeah. The last couple of games, I think we're more attacking focused, down the wings. Sakamoto, Mason. It's like what we really need now is had you right back in, the big centre man, to get on the end of them crosses.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it at the moment.
Yeah.
Might be wrong or right.
I mean, you watch the show week in, week out. You see the comments. You comments. I'm glad you brought Hadji right up, because we've been saying, when he comes back, is he down the middle?
I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
I watched, before I came down here tonight, I saw the CCFC, what they call it, press pass or whatever it's called. Frank Lampard said he's a couple of weeks away, but he will be playing, and I just hope he's down the centre.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he said that about Ben as well, didn't he? Ben
Wilson. He's close. He's getting close.
I mean, for you, tomorrow being your home game, what would you like?
Home away game.
Home away game. But what would you like to see tomorrow?
I'd like to see wingers playing as they're playing. I think Sims to start and Bassett behind.
Yeah.
There's another 10 to me. But we'll see what Frank decides, won't we?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what Frank decides.
Brilliant. Right, and Ken, Frank Lampard, is going to take us that next step, or like Andy said, is he going to use us as a stepping stone to move to a bigger club?
Yeah, to be honest, he wasn't my first choice either, but I've been very impressed with what he said so far in the press conferences and what he said to the media, and he's certainly getting on with the fans as well, isn't he, with all the antics after the match. So And yeah, he's football. When you sit down and think about it, Frank Lampard is very knowledgeable about football, isn't he? He's been about a bit, and he knows what he's talking about. So you got to have respect for him, and he's done a good job so far. And fair play to him. And I'll support whoever's in charge. And I think at the moment it's turning out to be the right decision. So, but there's a long way to go. But yeah, I think he'll have a couple of decent players lined up in January window. He's going to do a bit of wheeling and dealing, I think. But yes, he's definitely, for me, he's been very impressed with him. And I think it's the right choice.
What have you noticed so far that's different?
The play, obviously, I think, as Andy said, the attacking play, and Will said the attacking play as well has been a lot better. And I think what he'll do, he'll get the midfielders going as well, because we don't score enough goals midfielders, do we?
Yeah.
Like Widoni and Sheaf, for example. They should be scoring more goals, like Hamer used to and O'Hare used to. So that's what we're missing. We're missing goals from other departments. So, and Efren Clark, he's been a completely different player, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Playing in his right position on the left. For whatever reason, Robins never played him there. That's probably to accommodate Hadji, which it was. Obviously, Hadji's not been in the team, so it was an opportunity for him to play in his right position. And when Hadji comes back, he'll have to be patient to get back in the team, I think, won't he?
Yeah, because he's not going to be match fit, is he?
No, so he'll have to start on the bench. Yeah.
To get back in. Now, do you reckon Maria give us a comment on Frank Lampard? Go on, Maria. Nice and close.
No,
What do you think to Frank?
Not my first choice.
Yeah.
But give him the benefit of the doubt.
And have you seen any difference since he's come in?
Yeah, we've been winning. So
2 wins.
that says it. Yeah, but it says it all.
Yeah.
So give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Now, tell us, how have you ended up being a Coventry fan living in Wales?
Matt Graham.
Yeah.
Converted me. Never watched football before.
First match you went to, Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Chicken shaping.
Not a bad first match.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
First match you went.
and good supporter now.
And now you got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always rugby, but no football.
Proper sport now.
Yeah.
Not that silly shape ball. So, I mean, you say Frank Lampard wasn't your first choice.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have been your first choice?
I would have kept Mark Robbins,
Yeah.
but powers that be
Yeah.
had other ideas. So,
I mean, I think we all thought Mark was the man to take us to the
Yeah.
Premier League. We thought he was going to do a Jimmy Hill. He was going to take us from rock bottom all the way to the top.
yeah.
Which we were talking last night about Jimmy Hill and what he did. And Claudio, who's sitting in the background, good evening, Claudio, is there. He said that we all wanted him to do that. We all wanted Mark
To
the
take us
Premier
out.
League.
Yeah.
It would have been the icing on the cake.
Mm.
And I feel like you, I would have preferred to try to keep him a bit longer.
But then again, I don't think he would ever have got there because you've got all the good players coming in,
Yeah.
and as fast as they're going up the ladder, they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're in a catch-22 situation all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. But we've always been that.
Yeah.
You know, Coventry, we've always been like that all
Yeah.
through the years as we've known them. But, you know, do you think Frank has got what it takes to get us there?
I hope so.
You hope so. Yeah. We all hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. January is
Yeah.
massive.
I think he's winning over the Cov supporters gradually.
Yeah.
You know, he came into a dreadful situation,
Yeah.
whereas nobody wanted Mark Robbins to go.
Yeah.
So he's got a big step to climb into.
Yeah.
So
It's hard, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean,
yeah,
even,
I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
no, I mean, even Frank said that in his first
Yeah.
press conference. He
Yeah.
said, "I've walked into
He's got big shoes to fill.
foundations have
Yeah,
been built. I'm filling big shoes.
yeah,
I have really got to work at this, and I'm here to work at
Yeah.
it because Mark Robbins did a fantastic
yeah.
job,
And everybody loved him.
and everyone loved him. Exactly.
Mm.
We all did. And Mark, if you want, we know you watch, so you are. Gibbo, you can join in? Yes, brilliant. Okay, right. No, just talking tonight.
Okay.
That'd be brilliant. So, Gibbo, tell us, how did you get into Coventry City?
Well, I was born in Coventry, so I've more or less supported them since, since I was little. Up the early days at Highfield Road, from about 10, 12 years of age until the early 2000s. And obviously when it all went Pete Tong, I admit I sort of drifted away a little bit. So not as dedicated as you guys, but
Yeah, look, we're all fans. It doesn't matter if you drift away.
Well,
drift back in,
family
it doesn't
life, and things like that took over, and it wasn't as important, and we weren't very good either.
Yeah.
So it helps now that I'm really pleased with what's happening at the minute.
Yeah. And Frank, do you think, like we're asking everyone tonight, Frank Lampard, I mean, he has really brought the media, a lot more media to the club already, and a lot more spotlight on our club.
And that can only be a good thing, because it's going to bring more investment. Again, like everyone here, I'm sad to see Robbins go, but obviously he's gone, so we've got to move on. And I think out of everyone who is listed, I think Frank was probably my number one choice, to be fair. Really? I said to you earlier about Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, that was all a ruse, in my opinion. Yeah, and obviously he's gone straight to Leicester, hasn't he? He's got a Premier League job. And another thing on Frank as well. I've seen someone put something on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it today, about, I know we don't play XG, but if we do, we'll be top of the league. But in his 4 games, our XG is something like 3.29 over 4 games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. West Brom, it was something like 2.98.
So
in that game,
if we can stop conceding silly goals and start taking a few more chances, then there's only one way that we're going to end up, sort of thing.
Yeah, like you said, though, we don't play it on XG. It'd be great.
No,
it'd be wonderful, wouldn't it?
Of course we don't. But you can see the sides. It's got talent. It's just not performing.
Yeah.
Start performing in both ends of the pitch, and we'll fly up the table.
Do you think, we were saying it on the show last couple of weeks, do you think that Mark Robbins was trying to shoehorn the players in, so he had to play them?
Yeah.
He couldn't get them in their right position.
Yeah, it didn't look...
Like Doug said, he wanted someone more tactical in the dugout, and Mark Robbins probably...
There's a few head-scratching players in positions, in my opinion. Yeah, so yes to that.
Yeah, and I mean, we were saying as well that we're getting more balls into the box. Midfielders are getting into the box, scoring. We're getting more chances than midfielders. Well, 2 goals came from midfield on Saturday, which was great.
And like in West Brom, the 2 midfielders took the ball off the other midfielder. They're both getting in the box to try and score the goal. So maybe Frank's coaching a lot of that into our midfielders as well,
And he's got 2 great assistants as well, which is quality,
Well, yeah.
One of them's just come back from coaching England.
Team,
so
100%.
It can only be good, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm all positive. So if we can, again it's Coventry, so if we can sort of get at least 10 out of the next 4, get 10 points out of the next 4 games, then we're looking one way. We're possibly looking to get in that top 10, pushing for the top 6 again. No, don't get too excited. I'm reining it in a bit, but we're only going one way at the minute, in my opinion. So yeah,
it'd be wonderful, wouldn't it, if we can just this Christmas, these next 4 games are just the pivotal games. Like you say, January, then all sort of decide what's going to happen. I think. Yeah, I think it'd be early in January as well. I think it will be. I hope so. I don't. They don't do what leave it till the end of the window again, like they normally do. No, I think it's got to be straight away, hasn't it? It's like first day, here's a loan, here's another loan, or whatever. 100%. It's got to be straight on the money. Totally, yeah. To be fair, or just after the FA Cup game, probably. Yeah. Graham, we're going to get a chat out of you. Yes, we are. These honest, like, trust me, guys. These guys says, "I'm not coming on. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to talk." It's brilliant.
Well, I just hope I don't sound like I've got a Welsh accent, because I'm. Yes,
tell me he's got a Welsh accent.
No, I'm a Cov kid. I'm from Walsgrave.
He's going to sing as a Frank Sinatra song.
One or two things I'd like to say about Frank. One is, yes, I agree with him being manager now. I didn't want anybody else. And the other one, his connections with Chelsea, it could only do us good, surely. I think you must all agree with that.
Yeah.
Chelsea have got two cracking teams. Three cracking teams. So surely with Frank's connections, we can get some youngsters on loan. We've had them in the past. We've had youngsters and we haven't kept them. We've had quite a few over the last couple of years. We've had quite a few boys on loan and they've gone back to their former clubs and they've moved on. We could have done with signing them big time, but we only have them for 6 months or 12 months and they've gone.
Yeah.
So I think in that respect, Frank is good for Coventry City.
Yeah.
And the other point I'd like to make is it a coincidence? Josh, a local lad, Josh Eccles, being on the bench, he was on Mark Robbins' first team sheet every week. All of a sudden, I don't know if it's a coincidence but he's on the bench all the time now. I don't know what you guys think listening. Did you after? I know he's a local lad, but is he good enough to get in that team on the first 11 under Frank, or was it just Mark Robbins putting him in because he was a local lad? I don't know what you guys think of that.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna ask the viewers. So ask that question again, Graham. This is going out to all you viewers out there. Go.
My question is, under Mark Robbins, Josh Eccles, a local boy, was on the team sheet in the first 11 every week. Since Frank's came in, he's been on the bench and he's getting 10, 15 minutes at the end. The question is he right to leave him on the bench or should he be in Mark Robbins? Well, it's Frank's team now, but Mark put him in the first 11 every week and Frank can put him on the bench.
Okay, we're asking everyone and they'll come through and we'll see what they say because Claudio's waiting.
Claudio's going to
give us some comments.
To the comments in a minute.
We'll crack on with them comments, actually. We'll start now. And if you grab that off ground for a minute.
Okay, I think Claudio's going to do the comments.
We can't. Yeah, by the way, we've got no headphones. So you're just going to have to bring them up on the screen.
And then put your thumbs up when you're finished.
Yeah.
So you can't hear me?
Yeah, I'll read them out. Good evening, everyone. To the pop. Come on. Glenn Watkins said, enjoy Portsmouth tomorrow. That's a great one. I love it. No, we don't want that. Jack Thomas is coming with the lyrics, and Tyler's coming with the lyrics. Come on, Claudia. Get rid of them. Paul Cutterford, if he is the right man for the job, that depends on how he molds the team, how he adds to the team, and how long he's given. But for now, I reserve the right to abstain from saying he is the man. I love that comment. So when they were singing Frank Lampard, Sky Blue Army or Super Frank, I said, not sing that yet. We're not there yet. We're not at that stage. So, a bit early. Dark Farts. I think, he's unbelievable. UFO there, look, Will. I think almost every fan thought Frank was a bad choice before he came, but had done a great job with Derby, and he had contacts and good backroom staff at Derby. Yeah, we were saying that, weren't we? That Frank has great backroom staff and good contacts. Ryan Matthews, while I agree Lampard will use us as a stepping stone, I think most managers would do that today in today's game. What we saw with Robbins is very abnormal. We don't see that kind of loyalty anymore. Now, that's before we bring the next one. Will, the loyalty of Mark Robbins, you're young, you're the youngest here. He's been in charge for all your supporting life, Coventry City. I mean, how does it feel losing Mark Robbins because he's been there from really virtually the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, at first, I was, I was at work, I was fuming. I'm trying to get on with work, and then you see Mark Robbins has gone. It's like a big kick in the arse. But no, I got over it. I think after a couple of days, because I realised it was probably the right choice. So my contract back to where thing every week. And it was probably the right thing to do. But yeah, he's been our manager, virtually my whole life. Not all of it.
No, but virtually.
Yeah, I like Stephen personally. But yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, don't worry about it. Right, next question. Next comment. What happens when we go live in a hotel? We all forget things. And Claudio's click buttons. Hi, Matthew J. If he does get bigger clubs wanting him, it means he has done well with us, which is a win-win, really. Yeah, they'd have to give us a big payout, wouldn't they? Because he's on 2.5 mil, Frank Lampard. So if he did the first 12 months, he would, any club that come in, they would have to pay us off, wouldn't they? Yeah. So it would work in our benefit, really. Yeah, brilliant. Any echoes, comments, Claudio?
There's quite a few on there.
Al Kimberley says, hi, everyone. PUSB, see you all tomorrow. Oh, yeah, yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Good to see you, Kimberley. Any Eccles comments? Prefer Torp to Eccles, but should be on the bench and to come on on 60 minutes. Torp.
No, that's what's happening at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. He haven't started under Frank, I don't think.
Yeah. I've said it for ages. Eccles is average. I think Frank is starting to see that. That's from Aaron Thomas.
And that was my question about. That was my question about Mark Robbins starting him every week. Because he's a Cov kid, obviously, because he's a Cov lad. Mark was starting him every week. Have we got better than that? Have you got better boys than that are on the bench and Eccles starting? Well, Frank seems to think yes. That's what Frank is doing at the minute. That's a question I'm asking all you Sky Blue fans. Yeah. Do you agree with Frank in that respect?
Yeah. Let's see what else we've got on Eccles. Where's Claudio gone?
He's
searching. He's searching. We just had that on Claudio.
He wasn't listening.
Oh. Soon to be CNSLD. I would swap Sheaf for Eccles sometimes, as he can play that role and did so when Sheaf was injured. What do you reckon, Andy?
I'm not sure, to be fair. I think Sheaf's a far better player than Eccles. The only thing that gets me with Sheaf is his final product. Can't hit the target enough for me. He'll have a fair play to him, he'll have the shot and have a go, but it's hardly ever on target.
But he can do it. Sheaf can shoot because he did it season.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. And I think with someone like Lampard being a midfielder, I think he'll get the best out of him eventually.
Yeah.
A bit more work on the training field, I think he'll get there.
Yeah.
I wanted to add to that, Sheaf.
Go on in.
Closer.
Closer. Yeah, closer.
That FA Cup semi-final that we used to.
Oh, the one we won, yeah.
Yeah,
The one we won 4-3.
Oh, I don't know. I watched it back.
Okay, I rewatched it. I don't have a number, but he missed a lot, right? And he'd just smack it, and it would go in rows there, and that's a lot. That's a lot at Wembley.
It is a lot at Wembley. He probably got a bit carried away at Wembley.
Yeah, but that was such a huge game, and like we're obviously the underdogs. Although I don't know, Man United were pretty cool. But like the chances,
it
just doesn't put them away. What he got that game last season, he got 2 goals, and that's it.
And Birmingham against Birmingham.
But there's not a lot though.
No, it's not. It's not a great deal. It's not contributing a lot, is it?
But he is a good midfielder.
He is.
He just can't shoot.
No. Can we get a word out of Dibsy?
No, not really.
No? Okay. Gibbo?
What's
Eccles.
Eccles? He's had a good season, in my opinion, but I think what your man is saying is he good? It depends where we want to go, doesn't it? Is he good enough to get us out of this league? Then maybe not. Maybe not. So maybe we'll see.
But he's only young.
Yeah.
As a manager who used to be one of the greatest midfielders in England, do you think he can improve him?
Yeah, definitely. He'll improve. Well, like we just said, that all the midfielders who are playing are getting into the box more than they ever were, aren't they? So, yeah, he's just signed a new contract as well, obviously, as well. So,
yeah.
But
yeah, people are saying, though, since he signed his new contract, he's gone off the boil.
He has a couple of good games, and then he'll throw a stinker in, won't he?
Yeah.
He needs to be more consistent.
Yeah, like Cardiff, he was way off it, wasn't he, against Cardiff?
Yeah. And then, was it West Brom? He had a poor game, and then he played well against, I forget who it was before then.
He come on in the second half against Millwall.
Millwall, yeah, everyone was praising him, yeah. So he needs to be more consistent, in my opinion. But he's a good player.
Another player that needs to get that manager bounce.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, from what I can see at the minute, the only one who's got that manager bounce, who is it?
Mason.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's. The other players are playing well, but they could play a lot better.
Well, hopefully we'll see a little bit more tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Which would be great. All right, let's get some more comments then, Claudio. Dawn Cook, good evening, Dawn. I think Josh Eccles should play more. He gets a hard time and sometimes it's not called for. But maybe Frank Lampard sees something we don't. Although Doug King must rate him because he's re-signed him on a new contract. That's from Dawn Cook. Gary Clark, good evening, Gary. Hi from sunny Portsmouth. Oh, Gary, come down and see us. We're going out. Let us know where we should go later on because we're all popping out shortly. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Looking forward to the game tomorrow and hopefully 3 points for me. Josh Eccles, just not enough for the championship. He reminds me of Shipley, good in spells, but goes missing in others. That's a good point. That is a good point. Stan Butler says, where's the beer? I'm on the rum and coke because I'm in Portsmouth. I'm looking for me pirate ship. There you go. Dave McGee says, I hope Frank gets us some Chelsea loans or signings in January. Joe Felix on loan, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Beautiful, that would be.
But that's a question I asked with his contacts. That's a question I did ask with Frank's contacts at Chelsea. Surely we got first dabs. If anybody's they're going to put anybody out in loan, they'll give Frank first choice. And do we really need them? And will Doug spend the money? So that's another question again. Will he get any more on loan? Have we got enough players there at the minute? Or will Frank say, no, I want players to come in?
We need players. We definitely need players. And we've been saying, I think since the beginning of the season, we've been saying we're short of about 4 or 5. And definitely at the back and in the middle. We are so short. It's just unbelievable.
Can I have one point about the goalkeeping situation?
Yeah, goals,
So we need. I knew we needed a goalkeeper. I suppose a lot of people did. So we went and got Dovin as a number one. Or what I thought.
Yeah,
he's on the bench. I don't understand what's going on there. You either go out and get a real top quality goalkeeper. You don't. I mean, he may be one for the future, but we need players now, don't we?
Yeah.
So that's a strange situation for me.
With Dovin, yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if we need to change our goalkeeping coach because they seem to want to punch the ball instead of catching the ball. What else we got? Oh, Paul Stratton. Think Frank has decided that Sheaf and Eccles are very, very similar. He wants to be more attacking than Mark Robins, as both in the team didn't stop us leaking goals. So there you go. So having both of the defensive midfielders doesn't stop us from leaking the goals. Oh, it's our own comment. Who's put that up there? Andy, the testimonial was, here he goes from Claudio. Andy, the testimonial was April 1972. I may have a spare programme if you need it. That night, Jimmy Hill, Dave Sexton, Bobby Robson, Billy Wright, Jimmy Greaves. 2 matches were played: Cov versus Charlton, and International 11 versus Jimmy Hill 11.
Lovely.
There you go. Have you got a program?
No.
Yeah. Have you got a program?
No, I haven't,
Would you
Claudio.
like a program?
I would love a program. Thank you very much,
You'd
Claudio.
love a program.
So apparently, I was 10. I was a bit older than I thought then.
Wow, there you go then. There you have it. Excellent stuff. Right, any more comments? Here we go. Taking ages with these. Eccles was also picking up quite a few yellow cards before due to frustration. Gosh, that Portsmouth away stand might as well be sitting on one of those forts out to sea. It's the bleak. It's that bleak a place. Oh, okay.
Horrible.
Horrible. Is it horrible?
Yeah.
It's just I'm here just to
Yeah, we're here to stick around.
That's it so far with the comments.
Yeah, so far with the comments.
Anybody expect to drink at half time, forget it. You won't get one.
Oh, that's all right. As long as I do Bovril, I don't mind. No,
Probably
oh,
not.
wow. Right then, let's talk about players that played for both clubs. Now, we've got a list here. Claudio's probably going to bring up a few more. But what we're going to ask everyone, I'll give you a list of names. Just give us one comment about any one of the players, what they brought to Coventry City. Mickey Quinn is one of them. Michael Doyle, Ben Stevenson, Carl Baker, Tony Dobson, Mark Haitley, and Richard Duffy is what I've got. Claudio will probably bring up a few more. We'll come to you, Ken, first. Any of those players there mean a lot to you and what they did for the club?
Mark Haitley, I think, straight away.
Okay.
He had scored a lot of goals for Cov.
Yeah.
Until we sold him, but he did well when he was here. Mickey Quinn, of course, we all know about Mickey Quinn, how many important goals he scored when we got him from Newcastle. Yep, he was a fantastic player for us. And of course, Michael Doyle, who was fantastic captain for us as well, weren't he? Who could forget him? So he's the sort of player we need now, actually. A new Michael Doyle, a younger Michael Doyle. That's what we could do with.
Young Michael Doyle, yes, we definitely could.
Yeah.
Definitely. Andy, any of those players come to mind for you that really shine?
All of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'd like any of them in our team now. Any of them at all. But one thing I would like to say is Carl Baker. What I do like about Carl Baker now is he's gone for his refereeing thing.
Yeah.
Going to be a professional referee.
Yeah, spoke to him last week.
Why don't more professional players do that? I think that's what we need in the game. Professional footballers going into refereeing.
Yeah.
Just a thought, you know.
I think they get a bit more respect as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Of players and fans.
I think they'd know what the players are thinking rather than a referee. Sorry, Ken, I know you're a referee.
Yeah, I know.
But rather a referee thinking they're a player, you know what I mean?
Local level.
Talking about Carl Baker, though, he spoke to us the Cardiff game. He was up in the heavens up at the ground, and he said that they've chosen I think it was 10 or 11 ex-players to become referees. And he's not allowed to referee again for Everton games. He's not allowed to referee for Liverpool games, not allowed to referee for Cov, Milton Keynes, and Wimbledon games and Portsmouth games.
Obviously, the things he's played for, which is fair. Which is all fair. That's all fair.
For Liverpool, obviously.
He's a Scouser lad, isn't he? Yeah. But I think it's a great idea. Ex-professional players becoming referees. I was talking last weekend.
Connor Chaplin was another one we Claudio's just bought. Connor
Chaplin.
Forgot about him, didn't we?
Yeah, Connor Chaplin.
Who?
Connor Chaplin.
Who?
He scored at Sunderland, didn't he? Pass this over to Gibbo. Gibbo, any of those players for you?
Well, the name stood out for me was Mick Quinn straight away. Yeah.
Brilliant.
He was.
Hat-trick at Highbury.
On the first day of the season.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah.
All the players mentioned there have been good for us. So, yeah, but the name that stood out for me was Mick Quinn, definitely.
Yeah. And Michael Doyle?
Well, yeah. I would say all the players, but, yeah, Doyle was exceptional early in the midfield. So, yeah.
I mean, when you look at those players and you think, I mean, one for me at the moment that stands out that you think that he would have gone on to great things for Coventry City. It's Ben Stevenson. who left so early
Yeah.
after the checker trade,
Yeah.
and he could have gone on to be a lot more, couldn't he?
He's definitely. What went wrong? Do you think? I don't know.
Just heads got turned by them agents, and it all goes wrong, doesn't it?
Try to get onto a better lane. It's like I say,
Yeah.
the grass ain't always greener, don't they?
Yeah, definitely
And
not.
some players find that out, don't they? So
Yeah. Will, any of those players there for you? Because you're quite young.
Well, I think I know 3 of them.
Connor Chaplin, you know.
Yeah, I've got on this.
Oh, on that list, yeah. That was my list.
We
Yeah.
got Michael Doyle, Ben Stevenson, Carl Baker. Michael Doyle, maybe that league 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Carl Baker, I've flashes of him.
Yeah.
I don't remember that much about him. Ben Stevenson, well,
Yeah.
which was it's a shame because he was quite good.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Doyle, just 2 seasons.
Yeah. I think for me, it's got to be Mickey Quinn, Cole Baker, and even early days of me life following the Sky Blues, Mark Haitley. You know, because he played for England as well.
Oh, yeah.
which was great.
Haitley, yeah, it was exceptional.
I'm not too sure. Should we ask Claudio? Claudio did his what was his dad?
Tony
Did
Haitley.
he play for both clubs? He will let us know on that. He will let us know. Oh, Aaron's come up, and I'm not even good. We picked this one up, and I didn't type it down because I can't pronounce his name.
Herman Ria Darson.
Harir Darson. There you go. Herman Harir Darson.
Bless you.
Who the hell is that?
Soon to be CNLSD has said to us, get yourselves down by the Spinnaker Tower later, guys and girls. Just don't get too drunk and get on the ferry by mistake.
That comment's got too personal. I feel like they've done it.
Which one?
That one there about getting on the ferry, I think they've done that.
Do you? You reckon they've got on the ferry?
They've got on the ferry by mistake. And then don't do it.
Really? You reckon?
I think that's it.
Wow, boy. Wow. Okay, then. So let's talk about our final topic then. Fans' perspective of league positions for both clubs this season. Portsmouth at the moment in 22nd place on 17 points. Cov are in 15th place on 24 points. And I think last season, this time at Christmas, we were on 26 points. So if we win tomorrow, we could end up going over the last year's total. Gibbo, how do you think we're going to end up this season, and where do you think Portsmouth are going to end up?
I think we'll end up top 10, and Portsmouth, I think they'll stay up just. So where's the limit there? One above 22nd, 21st, somewhere around there. Yeah.
So just about staying up.
Just
there.
about, yeah.
And I mean, out of these next 4 games, we're on the 24 points now. How many points do you think we can finish on out of these next 4 games?
Well, if we want to go anywhere, we need to win them all, in my opinion. But 10 would be good.
Yeah.
9, maybe. Anything below that would be disappointing. Yeah. They're all winnable games, aren't they? Like a lot of people are saying. So just need to show our quality and try and win the games.
Yeah.
And if we play to our potential, then we will.
I think the hardest game is probably Cardiff on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that's going to be one of the hardest games out of the 4.
Yeah.
Because it's the travelling as well for the players over New Year. It's down in South Wales. We don't have a very good record down there. We haven't got a fantastic record here, really, but over the last few years we've had some good results over here. So I think Cardiff is probably going to be the hardest one.
Yeah.
Out of the 4.
It's basically we've had a really disappointing. It's been a terrible season, in my opinion. Really disappointing regarding expectation and everything, and the way we're playing. if we can go and get a good points all over the next few games, I think it'll boost everyone again, and everyone will be looking up. So fingers crossed, but let's not cough it up, eh?
And Graham's dying to get in here.
I'm dying to get in.
I'm not going to talk, he says.
Being a Cov kid, but living in South Wales, I work with a lot of Cardiff fans, and they said Coventry are going to stuff them 2 or 3-0 because Cardiff fans are not very happy with their team at the minute. They're losing quite a lot, and they're not happy at all, and they are dreading us going down there. They're not looking forward to New Year's Day, and they're going to get us stuff in. And these are Cardiff lads who I work with, and these boys are saying it. They can see it coming. They can see it coming. With Frank, well, Big Frank, Super Frank, that's what they're saying. They are saying they're not looking forward to Coventry and Cardiff New Year's Day. They're not looking forward to it at all.
The other week when we played on Frank's first game, was it that we made them look good then? Because I thought Cardiff played way better than we played.
Yeah, they was playing well then. They was, but they've had some terrible results at home. The last couple of weeks, they've had some terrible results, and they just haven't. A bit like us, really. We haven't got a foothold in the season. We thought we was on the ladder going up, and then we go back down, and then we win the next game and go back up. It's like that in the lower half of the season, lower half of the table. 6-9 points can take you way up. You lose those 6 or 9 points, you're in the mix, and that's where Cardiff are now. And they can't see. They got rid of their manager the other week.
Yeah, but they've just got a new manager.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So they're in that mix now. But the Cardiff lads who I work with are dreading New Year's Day because they think Coventry are on the up and Cardiff are on the way down.
Wow, unbelievable. Now let's Marie. No, not this time. No. Okay, no worries. Andy, these 4 games and between Portsmouth and Coventry, where do you think we're going to end up? And Portsmouth?
Personally, I think we're going to finish top 10,
right? And
Pompey will survive,
right?
But it's going to be tight for both of us, to be fair. I think.
Are you just saying that about Pompey because you live here and you want to be safe?
I've got to get out. Yeah. I've got to get home, yeah. No, seriously. I seriously do think they will survive. And as for the next 4 games, I'll be happy with 9 points.
Yeah.
Got to be honest. I think we're going to slip up with one of them. Yeah. We're not going to win all 4. I know that. I'll be happy with 9. Yeah. 10 would be brilliant.
I think we need 10.
I think 10 would be brilliant. 10 would be brilliant.
Yeah. Ken.
Yes.
For your lovely Christmas. We haven't said about your Christmas.
No.
Yeah. Look at this Christmas jumper.
On sale in the shop now. They're reduced, actually.
Right, go on then. So what do you reckon?
I think Portsmouth will survive. I think they will. I really do, because I think there's probably worse teams than them in the league. But it'll be tough. It's going to be tough. I think for us, we need to win. We need maximum points over Christmas and New Year to keep our hopes of the playoffs. Definitely. I said this before, that we need no excuses really, because they're all teams we should beat on paper, but as we know, there's no easy games in this league. So hopefully we get maximum points and starting tomorrow, and I think we can.
Do you think expectations are going to be a bit high tomorrow, though, from the Cov fans?
Yeah, they always are. But Portsmouth haven't got a bad home record, have they? To be honest, they've lost a few games, but they've been quite tight.
Yeah.
So, there's no easy games. It's not going to be easy. But I just think we'll have a little bit too much for them tomorrow, or we should have. But of course, it's down to on the day, and if we need to take just a point, then we'd have to just take a point.
Yeah.
And then move on. But we can't get beat. We shouldn't really get beat to them, hopefully.
No, definitely not. And Will, finally to you. Next 4 games, and where do you think Portsmouth are going to be and we're going to be?
Portsmouth, no doubt.
Oh, okay. Paul Stratton thinks that as well, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying where we're finishing. Not get a list.
Go for
Go on.
it.
Oh.
Top 6.
Top 2.
No, we can't get top 2.
Top 2.
We ain't getting top 2.
No, I said top 2 at the start of the season, but
We only had 1 point.
We have the most, legendary comeback.
What was that 1 point? Rum and Coke?
Most legendary comeback.
There we are. I said it after the playoff final.
Brilliant.
In three seasons time, we're going up, and we're going to still somehow.
Brilliant. Love it. Now, listen, Doug Boland's just come in. He says, Miles, this time last year we were on 24 points. That's what we're on now. 24 points. And we were on 30 points at Christmas after 23 games before we played Sheffield Wednesday on Boxing Day. Thank you, Doug. I was sort of grasping at something I couldn't remember. So thank you very much for that. So it's pretty good. Aaron Thomas says Portsmouth, Plymouth, Hull down, and Sky Blues 12. Wow. So that's a bit of a 12 could be all right, wouldn't it? Consolidate, go again next year.
I'll take it.
No? Higher? Yeah?
we've got to look to finish top. I think we can get top 6. I really do.
Bottom 3 though.
Paul Stratton says, who are worse than Portsmouth apart from Plymouth and Hull? Yeah.
Cardiff.
There you go, Cardiff. Doug Boland says maybe Will should get on a ferry after that last comment.
What's wrong with me wanting us to go up? It's a good thing, right?
Hey, listen, the public have spoken. You know what I mean? Paul Cutterford, next 4 games, points wise, depends on how many we concede and when we concede, but I would be very happy with 9 points. He would be very happy with 9 points. That's Paul Cutterford.
I mean, you've got Derby down there as well, haven't you?
Derby
You remember?
around us.
Yeah.
They're playing tonight. Anyone got a score update?
I don't know. They're playing Luton, and Luton are not playing well either. So there's a cluster of clubs down there that could go down, isn't there?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's have a look. Playing Luton. That's 0-0 with 22 minutes gone. So that's what it's going to be. Right then, let's get some scores then for tomorrow. Pass the mic around. Let's start with Maria first. Maria, give us a prediction for tomorrow and a goal scorer.
3-1.
3-1. Okay. And give us a goal scorer.
Don't say Victor.
You love Victor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. We all love Victor.
I don't know who's going to score, but 3-1.
3-1. Okay, lovely. Right then. Graham.
I think we will concede a goal tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I think we score obviously more than them. But I think we win 2-1 tomorrow. And I'll give Josh Eccles the benefit of the doubt. He'll come on as sub and score the winner.
Eccles.
Yeah, Eccles for the winner.
Oh, Eccles.
What are you taking? Okay, Gibbo.
Yeah. I'm going to go 2-0 to us.
2-0.
Yeah, I'm going to shock you now. We've got getting a clean sheet, and Ellis Sims is going to get one of the goals. There you go.
Oh, Vicky will be happy
Oh,
with
she
that.
will, yeah.
Yeah, Vicky will be happy with that.
3-0.
3-0. Dibsy. Hello, Dibsy. Hold on.
After that, no comment.
What score did you say?
3-0.
3-0.
3-0 Cop.
And who's going to score?
No comment.
No comment. I don't know who he is. Is he a new signing in January?
I'm going to go 2-0 and go against what I said earlier and Sheaf to get the winner.
Sheaf.
Oh. Just to prove me wrong.
Love it. Right, Will.
We're not keeping a clean sheet.
We're not keeping a clean sheet, no?
We're bad at doing that.
Okay.
I'm saying 3-1 to us.
Yeah. Scorer? Mason.
Mason Clark
Good job.
with 2 goals.
2 goals.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ken.
I think there'll be a few goals tomorrow, so I'm going to go for 4-1. How about that? To the Sky Blues. 4-1, yeah.
4-1.
Yeah. I think we will concede, but I do think we'll score a few. Yeah, because I don't think they've got a very good defence, a bit like ours.
You want to put 4-3? 4-4?
I think we're slightly better than them, I think. So, no, I'm going to go 4. Yeah, I think we're going to hit the goal trail. And I think...
Who scores?
Bissett.
You can only have one score.
Oh, okay. I'll go Bissett. Definitely 1 then.
No comments. 3-0.
You can have one score, but they can score multiple times.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go. I reckon we're going to get a clean sheet.
Oh, joking. Clean sheet away from home.
Yeah, clean sheet. We did it at Millwall. Weather's going to be very similar tomorrow, a bit drizzly and windy. And I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0.
Who's going to come all this way for a
Who's going to score? Ben Wilson. No, I'm joking. I'm going to go Taps.
Oh, due a goal, isn't he?
Taps.
You should have goal, okay.
Sakamoto with the winner, 1-0. Come all this way for 1-0, I'll take it. That's what you got to take it.
You ain't taking Sakamoto.
No, listen, 1-0, take it for the rest of the season, every game, wouldn't you? Yeah, every single game now to the end of the season, 1-0.
At the end of the day, Miles, nobody remembers the scores. They always remember the result and where you finish in the table, don't they?
Exactly. That's the thing.
More club fans are just coming. It's probably a bit noisy in this hotel.
Yeah, all of them. We can't move the camera to show, but there are loads over that way. A little bit. Right then, so let's get some score predictions coming in from the comments, and please, Claudia, before we wrap it up. And we're going out on the town, all of us.
Yeah, there's a few more come to back us up here. Must have about 20 of us here now.
Well, just said you need a clean sheet. You need to get on that ferry, Miles and Will. With Will. Sorry, Claudia, carry on. Ryan Matthews J says 0-0. I ain't going.
Oh, 0-0.
Paul Cuttiford says 0-0.
Thanks for the looting game.
No, it won't.
Oh, that's.
Was it?
Oh, right.
Bomber Bidwell. Is that's Jake? That's Jake's brother.
It's actually Jake Bidwell.
No, that's
He's
Jake.
watching it
That's
right
Jake's
now.
brother.
Bidwell
Yeah, that's Jake's brother. That's
They're watching it from the hotel.
Jack and Tyler messing around.
No, it's Jake Bidwell.
Tough place to play, 1-1. There you go. Doug Boland says we're due a good win, 4-1 to the mighty.
Yeah, I'm glad he agreed with me. 4-1. Thank you very much.
No, done, Doug. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't.
You said 3-0. How many beers are you?
Well, the arguments are starting now. You can't count.
Paul Stratton says, although Portsmouth are not very good, this is a banana skin game, so we'll take a point.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes. Yeah, don't lose it. Sky Blue Rob 88, 1-2 to City. Think we'll win, but be
Rarely keep a clean sheet.
clean sheet.
Oh, I think that might be my mate, Rob. I'm not sure. Could be.
On there.
If he's watching.
Any more?
Paul,
Score 3 game to win.
Yes.
that's Paul Stratton.
Paul Stratton.
Then there's Doug Ballum.
Yeah.
Clean sheet. You need to get.
No, we've had that.
Oh, we had that one.
Ryan Matthews, 3-1 to City. Talk to score 1.
Yeah. And Mason Potts over to
Yeah. Aaron Thomas, 2-1 City. Tats is due a goal. And
He
maybe
certainly
a
is.
Surprise Sims goal. There you go. So we'll take that. Right then, that's it then. We've come to the end of the show. We're about to wrap up and we're going to go out in the cold and we're going to head downtown and enjoy the rest of our evening. We do hope you've enjoyed this special edition of Sky Blue Fans TV. What?
Mama Bidwell.
It was Jack.
Got my brother Jake here having a curry with me.
Sure.
He says he's angry that De Silva keeps getting picked ahead of him and he's not a defender.
No, it's Jack.
Jack, stop it.
It's Jack. No, it's Jack. He's changed his username on
I
YouTube.
think it's actually Jake Bidwell.
If it's Jake, brilliant, Jake.
Pretending to be.
Brilliant, Jake. Love you. Right, and big thank you to Gibbo. Thank you very much. Dibsy, for your contribution 3-0 with no comment to score. Graham, thank you very much. Maria, thank you very much indeed. Cov Andy, thank you very much.
Enjoy the book.
Brilliant.
I will. Looking forward to it.
No problem. I'll be back tomorrow night. Not tomorrow. Sunday night to review what's happened here.
Yeah.
At Pompey. So
Yeah.
review my 4-1. See how close I was.
And Will, thank you very much for making a guest appearance at last this season.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, Will. I think it's
See you anymore this season?
2 years since we last seen you, I think. Isn't it?
Nah, see.
Well, I don't know. I'll just appear now and then.
How
drunk you get.
Yeah.
I
I might end up on a ferry.
I've just said it. There's a few of us, a few of our friends couldn't get here tonight. They're still stuck in traffic, aren't they?
still stuck in
Because
traffic.
of the mad getaway.
We are going to wait for Jack, Tyler, and Neil, and then we're going to head off into town. So, thank you so much. Ken, we'll see you all on Sunday, and Merry Christmas from me, because I won't be on Sunday, and it's my wedding anniversary, so I've got to go out. So there you go. Otherwise, I'll be lynched. Merry Christmas, everyone. A big play up, Sky Blues.
Sky Blues.
Coventry City, 3 points tomorrow, and let's climb this table with Frankie Lampard. Take care, everyone.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.